Have you ever witnessed any of the weirdest, most mind-boggling moments in a F1 race that have left you scratching your head and asking, did that really just happen? Well, we've compiled a list of the weirdest moments and you won't believe what's in store. Welcome to our channel where today we are taking a trip down memory lane to relive some of the most unforgettable moments in F1 racing. Join us as we explore the 7 weirdest and most downright crazy moments in F1 history. Buckle up and prepare to be amazed. The 2005 United States Grand Prix debacle. In 2005 United States Grand Prix debacle was one of the weirdest and the most hilarious moments in F1 history. For those who don't know, the race took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and it's safe to say that things did not go according to plan. It all started when the Michelin tires on 7 out of 10 teams were found to be unsafe for the track. Instead of risking a catastrophic accident, the teams with Michelin tires decided not to race. Yes, you heard that right. They decided not to race. It was like a pack of lions deciding not to chase after their prey because they might get a little mud on their paws. So there we were, with just 6 cars on the grid, all with Bridgestone tires. And if you thought it couldn't get any crazier, just wait. 2 of the 6 cars were from Ferrari. That's right, Ferrari basically won by default, and I'm pretty sure the team principal was doing cartwheels in the paddock. But the real star of the show was Diego Montero, driving for the Jordan team. He started in last place and finished on the podium in 3rd. I'm not sure what he had for breakfast that day, but I want some of it. All in all, it was a bizarre and unforgettable race. The F1 fans who attended the event were not amused, but for those watching from afar, it was pure comedy gold. Just goes to show that in Formula 1, anything can happen, even a race with just 6 cars on the grid. Nigel Mansell stopped to give Ayrton Senna a lift. Now, let's talk about another weird moment in F1 history that still makes us chuckle to this day. Nigel Mansell stopping to give Ayrton Senna a lift during the 1991 British Grand Prix. Picture this: Mansell, driving his Williams car, spots Senna walking back to the pits after his McLaren car ran out of fuel on the last lap of the race. Instead of just driving past him like any other driver would do, Mansell pulls over and offers Senna a ride back to the pits. And to make it even more hilarious, Mansell had to get out of the car and help push it to get it started again. But the best part was when the 2 drivers arrived at the pits and Senna tried to climb out of the car and thank Mansell, only to get his helmet stuck on the car's roll bar. This moment may not have affected the outcome of the race, but it was a classic display of sportsmanship and camaraderie between 2 fierce competitors. And it's moments like these that make F1 racing so much more than just a competition. It's a show of humanity, humor, and humility. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The next one, Pastor Maldonado's surprise win at the 2012 Spanish Grand Prix. Now let's talk about a moment in F1 that was both surprising and hilarious. Pastor Maldonado's unexpected win at the 2012 Spanish Grand Prix. Maldonado was not exactly known for his consistent driving or clean racing, so when he qualified in pole position for the race, most people assumed it was a fluke. But Maldonado was determined to prove the doubters wrong and put in a flawless performance on race day. The race was not without its drama, with many drivers including Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton retiring due to mechanical issues, but Maldonado kept his head down and drove like a man possessed, keeping the likes of Kimi Räikkönen and Sebastian Vettel at bay. It was like watching a kid who was given a Lamborghini for his birthday and somehow managed to not crash it. Maldonado crossed the finish line in 1st place and the reaction from his team was priceless. But perhaps the best moment of all was the podium ceremony. Maldonado was so overjoyed that he sprayed champagne like he was trying to put out a fire. In the end, Maldonado's win was a reminder that anything can happen in Formula 1, and that even the most unexpected drivers can surprise us all. Schumacher's disqualification, the shocking 1997 European Grand Prix incident. In the world of Formula 1, drivers will do whatever it takes to win, but in 1997 Michael Schumacher took it too far. At the European Grand Prix, Schumacher was leading the championship by a single point over Jacques Villeneuve. It was a critical race for both drivers and tensions were high. Then, in a moment of madness, Schumacher deliberately crashed into Villeneuve, hoping to take him out of the race, but the plan backfired. Villeneuve's car was damaged, but he managed to keep racing, while Schumacher was forced to retire. The incident caused an uproar in the F1 community, with many accusing Schumacher of unsportsmanlike behavior. He was later disqualified from the championship, and the title went to Villeneuve. For Schumacher, it was a devastating blow. He had been on the cusp of winning his third championship, but his actions had cost him everything. The 1997 European Grand Prix will always be remembered as one of the most shocking and controversial moments in F1 history, and for Michael Schumacher, it was a harsh lesson in the consequences of crossing the line. Ruben Barrichello's finish line shenanigans in Austria. Now let's talk about Ruben Barrichello's hilarious finish line shenanigans during the 2002 Austrian Grand Prix. Barrichello was driving for Ferrari at the time, and his teammate Michael Schumacher was leading the race, but as they approached the finish line, Schumacher slowed down and gestured for Barrichello to pass him and take the win. Barrichello hesitated at first, not wanting to disrespect his teammate or the sport, but Schumacher was insistent, waving him past and even crossing the finish line behind him. The crowd was in disbelief, booing and jeering at Schumacher for what they perceived as blatant team orders, but the best part was yet to come. As Barrichello celebrated his win, he slowed down and allowed Schumacher to pass him, crossing the finish line side by side. It was like watching a scene from the movie Ford vs. Ferrari when Ken Miles waved at his teammates to cross the line with him. In the end, Barrichello's finish line shenanigans were a reminder that F1 is not just about speed and strategy, but also about sportsmanship and camaraderie. And we can always count on F1 to provide us with the moments that are both thrilling and hilarious. The 1998 Belgian Grand Prix Pile-Up. The 1998 Belgian Grand Prix will always be remembered for one of the most spectacular pile-ups in F1 history. As the drivers approached the first turn of the race, chaos ensued. David Coulthard, who started in pole position, collided with Michael Schumacher, causing a chain reaction that involved a total of 13 cars. The crash was so massive that the race had to be stopped for an hour while debris was cleared from the track. Amazingly, no one was seriously injured, although several drivers were understandably shaken. The incident sparked controversy and debate over who was to blame for the pileup. Coulthard received much of the criticism, with some accusing him of making a reckless move in an attempt to hold onto his lead. However, others defended Coulthard, arguing that Schumacher was equally at fault for the collision. Regardless of who was to blame, the 1998 Belgian Grand Prix pileup remains one of the most unforgettable moments in F1 history. It serves as a reminder of the risks and unpredictability of motorsports and the importance of safety measures in ensuring the well-being of drivers and fans alike. Romain Grosjean's incredible escape from a fiery crash. The 2020 Bahrain Grand Prix will always be remembered for Romain Grosjean's miraculous escape from a fiery crash. On the opening lap of the race, Grosjean's car collided with Russian driver Daniil Kvyat AlphaTauri and smashed into the barriers at high speed, causing it to burst into flames. The crash was horrifying to watch, and many feared the worst for Grosjean. However, thanks to the quick thinking of FIA physician Ian Roberts, who dashed toward the fire wearing an open-faced helmet to assist Grosjean of climbing out of the conflagration, Grosjean managed to escape from the inferno with only minor injuries. The incident sparked a renewed focus on safety measures in F1 and the importance of continuing to improve them. It also served as a reminder of the bravery and skill of F1 drivers who put their lives on the line every time they step onto the track. Grosjean's incredible escape from the fiery crash will go down in F1 history as one of the most heart-stopping moments, but also as a testament to the progress made in motorsport safety. It was a true miracle and one that will never be forgotten. And that's our list of the 7 weirdest F1 moments of all time. Did we miss any? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our latest videos. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our latest one as well. From new regulations to technological advancements, this video will take you on a journey into the future of F1. So, if you're ready to experience the future of motorsports, click on the video F1 2026, the rules that change everything, and join us as we explore the rules that will change everything.